What's up, guys? You are now watching China Xinhua News on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. I'm Jonathan with Xinhua News Agency. As you may know, the Conference on Dialogue of Asian Civilizations kicked off this Wednesday. And the conference theme is Exchanges and Mutual Learning Among Asian Civilizations and a Community with a Shared Future. I'm now in Guangzhou, the capital city of South China's Guangdong province. You may wonder why I'm here today. Today, I'm going to bring you guys to explore some of the earliest exchanges between China and some Asian countries. So without further ado, let's embark on a journey through history. The place looks very normal. However, it is a very unique place. It used to be a foreign quarter, where foreign visitors lived with families and had restaurants, meeting places, and places for worship. If you know something about China's trade history, you may have learned that Guangzhou was the beginning point of the Asian Maritime Silk Road. Thanks to the location close to the South China Sea, starting from Guangzhou, the Maritime Silk Road ran through the Indian Ocean into the Red Sea, finally reaching East Africa and Europe, passing by over 100 countries and regions. In ancient books, people describe that during Tang Dynasty, Guangzhou was a bustling trade center with large ships loaded with spices, pearls, and jade piles as high as a mountain. This city became home to over 100,000 foreigners, including Persians, Arabs, Jews, Christians, and beyond. They just lived in this area. We are now in the ancient foreign quarter in Guangzhou, one of the most progressive and prosperous cities in China. As you can see, there is a memorial gate with words of agate lane. That's the name of the little lane. It tells us that in ancient time, it was a place for agate businesses. We're now at the site of an ancient foreign quarter where 100,000 foreigners lived 1,000 years ago. We're soon to find out how the Huaisheng Mosque is look like. As you can see on the mural, it stands that Guangzhou is the start point of the Maritime Silk Road. We're now at an ancient foreign quarter where 100,000 people lived 1,000 years ago. Now we're heading into the Huaisheng Mosque. Huaisheng means remembering the sage. Here we are, as you can see, this is the Huaisheng Mosque. It has a history of more than 1,300 years. Let's go inside and have a look around. Here we are at the Huaisheng Mosque, also known as Guangzhou Pagoda. With a history of more than 1,300 years, it believes to be the oldest surviving mosque in China. In early Tang Dynasty, in around the 630s, an Islamic missionary arrived Guangzhou through the ancient maritime Silk Road. He constructed the mosque in Guangzhou by seeking support from all the Muslim foreigners from Persia and Arabic countries who resided in the foreign communities here. Now, as you can see, this is the minaret. Commonly known as Light Tower, it's situated in the southwest corner of the mosque. The round minaret is about 36 meters tall, with typical characteristics of Arab architecture, such as a pointed tip on the top, which is quite different from the towers in China. On the top of the tower once lied a rooster-shaped anemoscope, which was destroyed by hurricane in ancient times. The minaret was used as a beacon for ships passing through Pearl River. It is said that when sailors and merchants saw the tower, they would know that they have arrived at Guangzhou, an important place for foreign trade on the maritime Silk Road. Sailors would climb up the minaret to observe weather conditions. We have just visited the site of an ancient foreign quarter where 100,000 foreigners lived over 1,000 years ago. Now we are in the Huaisheng Mosque. If you're just joining us, we're live in Guangzhou, the capital city of South China's Guangdong province. My colleague, Jian Hui, is at a restaurant who will introduce the guest, talking about the significance of exchanges and mutual learning in terms of food. Stay with us.
differentiate between China and all the Asian countries. Starting from trade along the ancient Silk Road, exchanges between China and other Asian countries has been going on and on. I'm Jianhui with Xinhua. Now I'm in a total different world. I'm at Guangzhou. I'm at Conrad Guangzhou. It's a partner of the ongoing Guangzhou Asian Cuisine Festival. Here, people can enjoy not only Cantonese dishes, but also other Asian cuisines. And some foodies can also enjoy a bite of Asian fusion. Now, today, we are very happy to have Dr. Peng Ling with us. He's from Guangzhou Academy of Social Sciences. Hi, Dr. Peng.
Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning. Dr. Peng and I will have a chat about Asian food. But first of all, Dr. Peng, my colleague Jonathan have just shown our viewers the Fanfang, that is site of the ancient foreign quarter in Guangzhou, dates back to over 1,000 years ago. So people say that it proves that different civilizations are not set to clash. Rather, they are able to coexist in harmony. What's your take on it?
Definitely, I totally agree, especially when it comes to food. I think food itself is a perfect example showing how, different culture, different people from different nations can cut across national and cultural boundaries to share their culinary delicacies and, to create something new that could be popular and loved by all nations around the world.
Mm-hmm. As we know, Dr. Peng has been working with organizers of this cuisine festival. And as we know, the cuisine is also part of the Conference on Dialogue of Asian Civilizations. So I'm just wondering in what way the festival is related to the conference.
Okay. First of all, ACF, Asian Cuisine Festival, is a very important part of the ongoing CDAC in Beijing. There are 3 cities have this honor to host ACF. Guangzhou is one of them. So, for example, in ACF, I think it provides a perfect platform for different Asian countries to showcase, for example, their restaurants in Guangzhou and invites Chinese guests, Guangzhou guests, and even guests from all around the world, food lovers, to come to Guangzhou to enjoy, different national cuisines. For example, within 7 days, within 1 week, during the ACF. So I think ACF is a perfect, very important part of the CDAC. Also, it somehow highlights the theme of CDAC, that is the exchange and mutual communication among different civilizations.
So, when it comes to mutual exchanges, could you please be more specific, providing us with some details, like in ingredient, in cooking method, or even tableware?
Of course. Well, since here we are in Guangzhou, I think Guangzhou cuisine or Cantonese cuisine, a brand of Cantonese cuisine is dim sum. In dim sum, one of my favorite dim sum is, in Cantonese, is called dan tat, or in English is called egg yolk tart or custard tart. This is a perfect example of showcase of Western bakery skills. It must be borrowed, imported from Western Europe. Can be traced back to early 19th, mid 19th centuries. It has become a very important part and very popular dim sum nowadays.
Yeah. So here we can say on display there are a lot of Cantonese dishes. Food in Guangdong, known as Yue style or Cantonese dishes, is one of the most famous Chinese cuisines. So could you please introduce some of its special features or its influence across Asia or even beyond that across the world?
Yes, first of all, I would like to say, because of the early generations of Chinese migrants to the outside world, most of them are from Guangzhou. So they contribute to the widespread of Cantonese cuisine around the world. And they also show to the world, I think, two important features of Cantonese cuisine. One is their emphasis on the freshness of the food material, ingredients, from vegetable to meat. And the second very important feature of Cantonese cuisine is its stress on the medical function, or paying attention to the well-being, the food for the well-being of the human body. I think that's the second feature, very important one.
Yes. Okay, now Dr. Peng, we are going to meet a Malaysian chef. Let's have a talk with him.
Okay, great.
Hello. Good morning. How are you?
Good
Morning.
Welcome to Guangzhou.
Thank you. Okay, Chef Ong. As we see, you have plenty of ingredients here. So could you please tell us what they are for?
Nonya laksa.
Nonya laksa.
Yeah, from Malaysia, Nonya laksa. Actually, Nonya laksa is a mixture from the Malay food and Chinese food. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think Nonya is a very good example, perfect example for cross-culture exchange, especially in terms of food.
Oh, really?
It's a mixture of Chinese food,
Yeah.
the street Chinese settlement, their culture,
Yeah.
and also Malaysian indigenous culture,
Yeah.
right?
Because for the stock, we use Malaysian spice, coconut milk to make the stock, put together, combine together with the Chinese noodle, become the Nonya laksa.
So laksa is a typical Malaysian dish, but it combined with some elements from China,
Yes,
right?
yes, the noodle, yeah. The rice noodle, yeah. Actually, the rice noodle.
Mr. Ong, can you tell us a little bit more about what are the most specific or signature ingredients of, for example, laksa,
For laksa,
being Malaysian?
We use the gelanggang. I think this one only in the Southeast Asia we can find, and the lemongrass. In China, we cannot find this kind of the herb, and the star anise, dry chili, especially the coconut milk. Yeah.
That's my favorite part of laksa.
So, Dr. Peng, if I understand correctly, I mean, for this laksa, each country also, by the way of exchanges, they can also manage to keep their own distinctive characteristics in their own cuisine style. Is that correct?
I totally agree. And actually, by maintaining their own characteristics, actually, I think that's a very important foundation for creation of new kind of, for example, food and even innovative culinary culture without losing their own national characteristics.
Okay, another question for Chef Ong. As a Malaysian chef working in China, what do you think of the exchanges between different cultures? You can explain it from the perspective of your career.
I think we can make all the ingredients like the cheese, like the spice, everything put together to create a new dish for the guests to try. Yeah.
Create a new dish.
This combine all the country food like the cheese, spice, chili powder, kind of the thing. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Asia enjoys a rich, vibrant, colorful variety of civilizations. No matter it's food, art, education, sports, or even medicine, all these things can go across the boundary of nations. And people are hoping that with proper exchanges, mutual understanding, and shared inspiration, these marvelous civilizations will be able to not only survive, but also strive. Thank you for watching us. Bye.